Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy T-Man, and today we got Mr. Alex Andrade, first place Yugioh got the Christian Hockey Fireback play man at the field center. Here's gonna give us his deck profile, which he wasn't gonna play at first, but a couple of us convinced him, hey, you need to play this stuff. All right, man. Is there anything you wanna give any shout outs to? Anything like that first?
Shout out to Nestor for letting me borrow cards.
Nestor's the man. Alright, man, let's get into this deck profile.
So we played one Rapier. You need this card to start off your one card combos with Zoodiacs. Typically you don't play like the send effect or the three Thoroughblade effect to discard and draw. But in this version you need to get into your Beast Warrior links.
Alright, and before we go any further, what version is this?
This is Zoodiac, Tri-brigade, Dogmatika.
Yeah, that's a fucking mouthful. Let's continue.
You use this to send the Ram, and you use this to send any Zoodiac. As long as you get to the link 2, it's fine. But if not, then any Zoodiac is really fine.
Yeah, Zoodiacs are one card combos.
And then 3 Whiptail and 2 Ram.
2 Ram. Now, can you explain the 2 Ram? Don't usually people play 3, or is it just specifically for this build?
I was testing out the ratios, and I felt like in this build specifically, you kind of want Ram not as a normal summon, but more of as a send target for like Rapier, because you're mostly searching Rapier off your tankies, and you're normal summoning this above everything else.
Right.
And Whiptail is kind of just standard, for your Dryden to remove cards.
Okay. And those are all the Zoodiac monsters?
That's all my Zoodiac monsters.
Alright. Let's get into the spicy stuff.
And then we played 3 Fractal. You need this card in your hand so you can start resolving your Tri-brigade effects. So what this does is you send it from your hand, and you send a level 3 or lower Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast. And your target's always the Nerval.
Okay.
And what Nerval does is when it's sent to the graveyard, you get to add a a Tri-brigade monster. And that's when you add the Karaz. I would probably change one less Fractal because it's searchable off the tanky and play 2 Karaz. And you typically summon the Karaz because you either discard a Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast, special summon it, or you summon it off the link 2.
Gotcha. Oh, because it's already in your hand by that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if people don't stop the Nerval effects and they let you get this, it's probably already too late.
Gotcha.
And then we get to 3 Ecclesia.
Dogmatika. Sorry.
Searchable. Really, what you get off of this to start your Dogmatika engine is punishment. You never really search the Flare off of this unless you already use the punishment, because this deck can grind if they break your board, but you always want to search the punishment to protect the next following cards.
Gotcha.
And then you play the 2 Flare. Grind game always comes up.
Yeah, well, you're playing pretty much a control deck, right?
This is kind of control.
It's like a mid-range deck.
And that's all for the Dogmatikas. You play the
most annoying cards in the game.
Second. The Wing Bearer statue and the Apex Avion.
And how do you summon these?
You summon these off the link 3, the Samorg.
Ah, gotcha.
So this one's always live, either off the Samorg or off the Tri-brigade spell, which I'll show later. And this one, it's kind of a brick, but you can shuffle it back in with like the link 2. And that's pretty much the only way you can recycle it, but other than that, you can always summon it off the Samorg.
Gotcha. Turn 1. And how many games did you win with just the barrier statue? Because I remember when you played me, you just summoned that thing and you just beat me to death.
It's almost every time. There's other win conditions of the deck. This isn't just the win condition. Really locking them down is like the best way to do it, but your other win conditions are like in the extra deck mainly, which I'll get to.
Okay.
And for hand traps, we got 3 Ash, 3 Nibiru, I wouldn't change these ratios. These do something almost every turn. Since this is kind of like a grind, control deck, I wanted something that works past turn 1. So Gamma was kind of like not good in this build. But I wouldn't really change anything. Ash always came in. Nibiru came in clutch all the time.
All right. Let's move on. Spells?
Spells, yeah.
Let's go.
3 tanky.
Mandatory.
Mandatory. This searches your Fractal. This searches all the Zoodiacs. It's really... Even if you open pairs, it's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Because you usually already have something to go in tandem with it.
Gotcha.
But this is always like one of the best cards in the deck. And 3 Nadir Servant.
This is the best card in the deck.
Second best card. Dogmatika plays. It gets you... It pretty much, if you go second and you open this and you just bait out cards, this pretty much outs the other board, like the whole board, because against Dragon Link you just activate this, you send the Entis, you pop their Buster Lock, no, not their Buster Lock, you pop their Savage, and then you just go Ecclesia and Fleur, and you just beat over everything else.
God, so good.
And then you still have the punishment to set up, so this alone is really good. And then 3 Tri-brigade Airborne Assault. There's a little kind of combo where if you have a Zoodiac monster with over 1,000 attack, which is pretty much all of them, except for the Ram and the Rapier.
Yeah.
Where if you really brick, what you do is you normal summon this, and you go into your just a standard Zoodiac combo, which is let's say just a Chaka Knight. I don't know where my zoos are. There you go. This is that, right? And then you activate this. This will target the monster. And special summon from the deck. Another like tri-beast monster.
Yeah. So if you target the beast warrior, you summon a beast or a winged beast.
Right. And it has to be less attack. And then for the rest of the turn, you're locked into from your extra deck only link summoning. So what you summon off of that is the
that's after resolution, right?
After resolution, yeah. So you summon this, and this is negated for the rest of the turn, and then on your opponent's turn it becomes active.
Got it.
So like if you have no way to get into your Tri-brigade stuff, this is just like a pseudo way to get into this.
It's like a shortcut.
It's like a shortcut, yeah, just to get into this, because then you're still under 4 summons. And then you pass it to your opponent, and they can't really do anything. So.
Well, even if they summon this on the 5th summon, they can't Nibiru you.
Oh,
because it's not.
This is negated.
Yeah, it's not live on the first turn. You're right.
This plays around Nibiru. This plays around a lot of things. Just not Imperm or droplets.
Yeah.
But really, you're kind of in a commanding position right here. So they have to draw their routes.
It forces them to do something about it.
And this always gets you into your Nerval, stuff like that, to start searching and stuff. Really, it's like one of the best cards in the deck.
Nice.
Alright, we already went over these.
Yeah.
And then 2 Avarice and 1 Barrage. Barrage, standard, you want to play it in any Zoodiac deck. This, it was never dead.
You never used it?
No, it was never dead.
Oh, never dead.
Even going first turn, this was never dead, because you're always filling up your grave with Zoodiac, Dogmatikas, all these cards.
And it shuffles back your extra deck stuff too, so.
Everything. This, I would probably play this at 3, but you never missed, you never really
you were happy
found this dead in your hand.
You were happy to see it.
I was always happy to see it.
Gotcha.
And then just let traps, 2 Infirm.
Now why 2 Infirm? That's so weird.
Well, the deck is about 42 to 43 cards, I believe.
So it's tight.
Although it's pretty consistent to what it can do, I wanted to just play about 8 hand traps or 9 hand traps without ruining the consistency of the deck. So just 2 is fine, and it's never dead after turn 1, because you could set them, and then the 1 punishment. I was debating on playing 2, but I feel like after you resolve 1, you're kind of already winning.
Yeah.
So you kind of don't need the second one, and I didn't really miss it, but it's something to think about.
All right, extra deck.
Extra deck, 1 Trident.
Of course.
Of course, I would play it at 2 if it was at 2 or more. That was really good. One Hammer Kong. You need it. It's just a name.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to waste your Vorbo. You know, you don't want to waste your Tiger Motor. One Vorbo.
That's how you make Zeus.
Yeah, I only played. I'll show you in a second, but I only play one Vorbo because I only play one Zeus.
Gotcha.
Because the extra deck's kind of tight. And then 2 Chalk-9.
2 Chalk-9.
2 Chalk-9 and 2 Tiger Motor. I feel like this was perfect ratio for this deck. Maybe cut 1 Tiger Motor, but once you start going into the grind game and after turn 1, this is really good and this is really good. You start attaching things and summoning them back. And this is really essential for if you need to, you know, depending on the matchup, like turn 1 Mega Clops.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the 1 Zeus came up a lot.
How many times did you summon it?
Maybe once every game.
Nice.
Not
every
yeah,
set?
Once every round, yeah.
Zeus MVP.
And then for the Dogmatikas, double Entis and 1 Ash Dragon. I feel like this was a fine ratio. I mean, you need multiple targets to like start destroying your opponent's board, so Entis was really fine. And then this, you don't need to search a lot for the Dogmatikas because, you know, Ecclesia's a thing, Punishment's a thing. It always gets this in the graveyard. You always want to send this off of like
Nadir.
Off of Nadir, but sometimes you have to send this off of the Punishment. But you know, you don't want to draw too many Dogmatikas. They all kind of just go into each other, so just one is fine. And then some more Glink. You make this off of the Tri-brigade monsters. And then the 1 Baron Blossom. You can use this as like also as the Punishment or Nadir Servant targets. You don't have to, but when she's sent to the graveyard, you could draw a card and place one at the bottom of your deck. So you know, try getting into more engine cards, hand traps, put back a brick. It's really good. I liked it.
Would you play more?
No.
Just 1 is fine.
Just 1 is fine. Maybe even decide cutting it, but you know, it's fine. And then 1 Link 4. This you don't really have to play it. I kind of just played it because after turn, you know, after they break your board or something, if that happens, if you have a Tri-brigade, you know, you just summon it. You know, you banish from the graveyard to summon this, and you start banishing cards. Yeah. And then, you know, it's just really good. It's almost every turn you just start banishing cards. And then you can send this off a Nadir or Punishment too. You can start adding cards, like Zoodiacs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was really fine.
So strong.
And then the 1 Mega Clops.
Because
it's really good.
Because nobody can out that shit.
Nobody outs it. It's really good.
Except for yesterday when you tried to take Dragoon with it.
I forgot this third targets. But that wasn't part of the tournament.
Yeah, I know. That was a different day. But anyways, that was a very interesting deck profile. And just for research purposes, what was your record?
Well, I went undefeated.
Yeah. And then everybody was surprised to see it. And then, I mean, he almost didn't play it, dude. So I'm glad that you decided to play the deck.
Yeah, it's fun.
Anything you would change at all?
Just the Fractal and the Kuraz, you know. Take 1 out, add another one. That's pretty much it, but I like the deck, how it goes.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for us on this day. I'll get you guys back on the next video. Peace.